Welcome back. This is video 2 of 3 from the Cultural Connections Drones tutorials. Next, we're going to talk about the basics of how to fly the DJI Mini 2 SE. If you haven't seen the first video on how to set up your drone, please pause this video and then watch video 1, how to set up your DJI Mini 2 SE. Before we start flying, make sure you're in a large open space with as little obstacles as possible, such as a gymnasium. To start each flight, we will want to conduct our pre-flight checklist. You can find your pre-flight checklist amongst your challenge cards in the materials kit. Your pre-flight checklist should look like this. So let's go down the checklist, shall we? First, we want to inspect the propellers. Make sure to see if there are any gaps between the rotors and the propeller to tighten any screws. Or if you see any nicks or scratches in the propellers, to replace them before you fly. The kit for the drone should have some replacement propellers. Notice that there is a little notch to signify that these two rotors take the same propellers. Meanwhile, these two rotors take the propellers that do not have a notch in them. If you happen to put them on incorrectly, there will be a noticeable change in how these drones fly. So it's always good to look into this and make sure that these two sets of propellers have the notches and these two don't. Now that we have the propellers taken care of, let's make sure that the batteries are charged and securely attached. Battery is right out of your charging hub and appears to have 4 lights indicating it's fully charged. To put the battery in just like this, with the connections on top, and close the door. Make sure it clicks. You don't want this popping open mid-flight, so listen for the click. Next, we'll make sure the phone is connected to the controller and has a solid charge. Ideally, above 50% life on the phone is recommended. Not to worry though, the phone will be getting charged by the controller while connected and turned on. Now turn on the drone with a short and then a long press of the power button, and the battery indicator lights will light up. It's going to make a couple of little chirps and will twitch to calibrate the gimbal. Make sure to face the drone away from you and step back at least 6 feet before any flight. Now, let's turn on the controller. It's a short and then a long press of the power button, and the 4 flashing lights means that it's fully charged and connected to the drone. Once the lights are solid, the connection has been made. These controllers will last a while, but making sure you're at least 50% battery or 2 lights is ideal. Now let's load up the DJI Flying app and connect it to the DJI Mini 2 SE. Again, if you run into any hiccups with getting the drone connected, be sure to watch the previous video 1, how to set up your DJI Mini 2 SE. All right, now that we've got our pre-flight checklist taken care of, let's get started. Press the takeoff button on the left hand of your screen on the side of your device. Remember, it'll be the circle with the arrow pointing up. Your drone will hover about 3 feet off the ground. Let's go ahead and record a video. On the right hand side of the screen, you'll notice a film strip. Pressing that button will toggle between photo and video modes. Just beneath the film strip button, you'll notice a large round button. That's your record button. Pressing that button will take a video or a photo, depending on what mode you're in. We'll want to be in video mode and then push the record button to start recording a video. The button should turn red and then it'll be recording. Take a short 5-second video flying around the space to try it out. End the recording by pushing the record button again. Awesome! Now, let's check our footage. Press the landing button on the left-hand side of the screen to land. Your drone will land automatically. Below the recording button is the thumbnail gallery, which you can only access while the drone is on the ground. Let's go ahead and make sure our recording is in the gallery. Do you see it? Perfect. Now that we've learned to record and check our footage, let's move on to the next topic, how to use the controller joysticks which control the movement of the drone as it flies through the air. First, you'll need to be in the air. Take off once more using the takeoff button from the app. Remember, it'll be the circle with the arrow pointing up. Let's discuss each joystick and its purpose. Your left joystick controls the up and down, or what we call lift, and the rotation, or what we call yaw. Pressing the joystick forward will cause the drone to lift higher off the ground. Go on and give it a try. Now press the joystick down. Your drone will lower back down to the ground. Great. Okay, let it hover. Let's press the left joystick to the left. Notice how the drone stays still but rotates the drone to the left. Now press the joystick to the right. It rotates to the right. The right joystick controls your movement forward and backward, or what we call pitch, and side to side, which we call roll. Let's press the right joystick forward. Your drone will begin to move forward. Press the right joystick back. Your drone will move backward. Fun! Now with your drone hovering, press the right joystick to the left. Your drone will move to the left. Now let's press the right joystick to the right. Your drone will fly back to the right. Great! Let's go on and land your drone by pressing the land button on the left-hand side of the screen. Included in your curriculum kit is a teacher's manual. You'll find a list of drone exercises in the Activity 6 of your teacher's manual. These exercises will help you learn more about how to fly. Thanks so much for joining us.